Hi and welcome back to the Red Corner. It's been a while. We've just come back from our mid-season break. We're on our warm weather training in Dubai, but we're back. What's happening, gents?
All good.
Hey,
What's up?
good?
What's up?
What's good?
Good, man. Good. Yo, so much has happened, bruh. So much has happened. Let's talk about the league first. Let's just talk about it. Mr. Challenger, what's happening? What's happening? I was seeing you guys I was seeing posts from December, and you guys were calculating, if Liverpool lose this one and that one, by this month we will be level on points. So we will be. What happened?
Well, two things. Quick clarification. You need to be very clear when you say who you people is. Very, very clear, because I told you guys from the get-go that, we're not winning it. It's Liverpool's to lose, and I don't see them losing it at the rate that they're going. And guys are like, no, they're going to get a tough, run of fixtures. They're going to drop points here. Fine, they drop points, but so did we.
Yeah, that was the one important thing that we needed.
Dude, it's a shamble. Like the last time I remember watching a club win the league with more than a month to go was like way back in the days where United wraps up the league by Feb. Like Feb, March, league is done. You guys are wasting your time. Don't even bother. Guys, the league was won before May.
Yeah, it's wild, eh? It's
before
wild.
May,
Yeah.
the league was done.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a bit crazy. Yeah. And plus we've been used to those chases with Pep and that go down to the wire or go down to it. Yeah, no. It's rough. You guys have completed a three-peat again.
Yeah, no, Liverpool has been just cynical.
Yeah. Three-peat second. The last time you did a three-peat second was when I think when we did it, we won 98, 99, and 2000, was it? So 98, 99. Wait, was it 97, 98, 98, 99? No, 98, 99, 99, 2000, 2000, 2001. You guys were second place, three-peat. And now you've done it again.
Guys, I don't know, guys. I can go on the same run that I've gone on probably 100 times, but this manager so far is not it. He better win the Champions League, as far as I'm concerned. The problem with Arsenal, is there's nothing new that we're doing now, right? For some of us that have been watching football for quite some time, there's nothing new, right? We've been playing bridesmaid and bottling league titles for the past 20 years. There's nothing new. So there's nothing more frustrating when fans defend this manager tooth and nail and they come up with every single excuse under the bloody sun. The guy spent $750 million. You understand? You better win. It's that simple. And you're not winning, Chief. So now there's pressure for you to win the Champions League. And I know we'll get to that, but how embarrassing was that little video that he posted? Bring your shin pads, guys.
I need you to bring your shin pads.
Bring your boots, guys.
We must be
Bring
together.
feel the connection.
He basically took inspiration from that Believe video earlier, Robbie.
Don't Robbie.
That's what basically Arteta did.
And then we got humiliated in that game anyway. Anyway, we'll get to the Champions League.
Yeah,
he better win it.
Yeah, let me ask you this, no? Squad as it is now, no?
Not good enough. Keep going.
No. Do you think another manager wins the league with the squad?
Yeah.
Manages the season differently or key moments or whatever?
Yeah. So I'll say this: another manager with one transfer window gets us over the line, in my opinion. Simple as. It's simple as that.
What do you need? What do you need? What's that window about?
That window, I need a striker. All right, this nonsense of buying midfielders that don't work in midfield to then do a job up top and then come back in midfield and ruin our season. Same thing happened with Kai Havertz last season, by the way. Played him at an 8. We looked disjointed. He was forced to play him up front. We got back together again, and then he lost. He bottled the league against Aston Villa by putting him back in midfield. We lost.
Yeah,
it's not working, right?
And that was so wild that I remember that clearly. Utomile the season with Havertz in midfield, it wasn't working.
It was not working,
and then he found a solution, putting him up front, and it was working. And then this one day he just decided, I don't know why, there was no he wasn't forced into that. It was a decision that he made.
No, nothing.
It was a decision that he made, and I was like, Arteta, what is he doing?
They stabilized the midfield. We got dog walked, got ran over, and lost. And then we go ahead and lose the league by like 1 or 2 points or something.
Yeah.
Literally, that game cost us.
Yeah.
You understand? So, a striker, because I'm sick and tired of seeing all this crap about putting people all over the place. You know, DM up there and then here. Just stop that crap. Number one.
Yeah.
Right, give me a quality striker that can bag at least 15 to 20 goals. Guaranteed. If it's given a chance, he puts it away. Done. I need to sort out the left wing. Someone needs to go and someone fresh needs to come in. I can't believe that Georgian's name, Kvaratskhelia, or whatever his name is. I can't believe he went to PSG for as cheap as what he did. That was criminal. That was criminal. But anyway, I need a left winger. Right? I then need another 8. Because believe it or not, we've spent almost 100 million on 8s, and we still don't have a bloody 8. Right? We spent all this money trying to replace Granit Xhaka, and we still need to replace Granit Xhaka. Mind you, Tielemans went to Aston Villa for free that season that we bought Havertz.
Yeah.
Right? You put on run together. I need an 8. I need a striker, and I need another number 10 because that captain.
We were chatting about this. Yeah, no. You think it's like a Maguire situation? You all know that like the weight of the captaincy is just
no.
If you just let him just play football without dealing with all the other stuff.
2 things why that guy for me is not the levels that people think that he is. That season where he scored 15 goals, Arteta himself said it's an anomaly. The manager said that was an anomaly, meaning you're unlikely to see that again. You understand? It's not. It's rare that Odegaard just comes out and scores 15 goals. Number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2, if you analyze who those goals were against, it wasn't in key matches. It was against fodder. Teams that you're supposed to be beating is where we were busy scoring, right? Thirdly, we had a balanced midfield. That's the season where we had Granit Xhaka, Odegaard, and Partey. That midfield was the one. It was balanced. It created space. It created chances left, right, and centre.
Did we lose them?
But that 15-goal season was an anomaly. You understand, right? Another thing, how often does Real Madrid let good players go?
Yeah.
They don't. If you're quality, they'll keep you. They'll find a way. You'll be on the bench. Play a bit about role. Yeah. Denis Ceballos, who was on loan with us, plays regularly at Madrid now. Let that sink in. Do you understand? So he's not it. He's not it. He just isn't it. And for me, yes, if a manager tells him be free, you'll probably get a tune out of him or get something better. But even then, do I think that he's levels to get us over the line? No. I don't even know why he has the captain's armband. It doesn't make any sense to me. The guy's a ghost. Whenever things get tough, he's a ghost.
Well, at the time he was made captain. Wait, how long has he been captain? Is it two seasons now? Was it more than that?
I think it's the season that we challenged out of nowhere. I think he was captain already.
Yeah. So at that,
so
you couldn't give it to Saliba at that stage. Because he hasn't proven himself to be that guy yet. And I think the same for Gabriel. You couldn't have given it to Gabriel at that stage, because that was the season where they established themselves as like the base, the solid base. And then who else did you have? You didn't. It feels like a best out of the bad bunch at the time when the decision was made to make him captain.
You see, we had Ben White, we had Saliba, we had
Xhaka as well.
Granit Xhaka. I would have given it to him.
But Xhaka was fighting with the fans, wasn't he?
Exactly. He's had it before, and him and the fans don't get along. Which is funny because when he left, the fans were sad. I'm like, but guys, what do you expect?
Yeah.
You've been cussing the guy out for like 5-6 years straight. Of course he's going to leave. Anyway, Chief, anyone but Odegaard is what I'm saying. Right? Because he bought Zinchenko and he bought Gabriel Jesus, and what they were supposed to do was lift the whole team, which they did, to be fair, to some regard. But I'll give it to one of them. I don't care.
But you see, now you've got a Maguire situation, a guy who just rocked up now, and then he's the captain of your club out of the blue.
Versus a captain right now that disappears for every single meaningful game. One pass in 30 minutes, guys. One.
Yeah, no.
Now I'll say it again. Just give it to Declan Rice, man.
Declan Rice or Gabriel for me. Just take it off of him. Give it to those two guys. You understand? So I need a 10, right? And maybe I'll move Odegaard to the 8 because he runs around anyway. right? He passes backwards half the time anyway, and he plays it safe and he keeps the ball. Fine, put him in the 8 then. Let him be safe. Get a proper number 10 and tell him take risks. And put a strike up top and say make runs. Get the ball forward quickly. Pull a Hansi Flick on it or something like that. That's what I would do. You understand? And that for me will make us significantly better, I think. Just those two little moves alone. And then obviously the fact that we've had injuries and we need to manage a squad, get a backup right winger, right? Reece Nelson is coming back off of loan. You have two choices: either sell him for value or play the lad, right? Let's remember this guy was going to leave on a free, and Arteta gave him a contract and 5 million signing on bonus. And then he doesn't play.
Where's Nelson now? Where is he
He's
now?
on loan at Fulham.
Fulham. Okay.
We sold Emil Smith Rowe.
Fulham has a lot of your guys, eh? Iwobi, Smith Rowe.
And they're balling out. They're balling out.
Yeah.
Smith Rowe's balling out. Smith Rowe, like, I get that you wanted to sell the guy, right? Or I think you wanted to leave, whatever the case may be. The problem is you weren't playing him. Now imagine that same PSG game, and I know I'm shifting to the Champions League. Halftime, you're like, say, Odegaard off, Smith Rowe, get on, make it happen. You're free. Shackles off. Do what
That's
you
the
need to
thing.
do.
It's almost like Odegaard is too comfortable. Nobody's challenging.
And that's my problem with this manager. He has favorites, and these guys seem to be undroppable. They can drop stinker after stinker. I mean, dude, there were seasons where Bukayo Saka would have a terrible game for like 3, 4, 5 games in a row, but because he scores a goal or has an assist there, he stays on for the whole 90 minutes. And I'm like, if you put competition there, A, the pressure goes off.
Minute of
Exactly. Yeah. B, he rises levels as well.
Yeah.
So manager definitely out.
Yeah. The other thing I don't understand is like Sterling. Look, we all know that Sterling's gonna go back to Chelsea.
Why did you buy him?
We know that it's a flop. No, never mind all of that, right? You have him now, right? Cool. Sharp. Now, like Liverpool's basically sealed the league. You're heading to the business end of the Champions League. Yep. Now, in these dud league games, Outlali Nwaneri now, you're insisting on Sterling. You're not giving Nwaneri any minutes. And then and then you want to bring on Kalas Millet. When did Nwaneri come out in the PSG game? I mean, that's in the garbage time.
It was embarrassing.
He came in
and
the
the
garbage
funny
time.
thing is, even in those 5 minutes, he almost created something, which was more than the bloody captain for the whole game.
Yeah, so why aren't you giving him minutes in the league in the dead rubber game?
Ask him. I don't know. Chief, here's the thing, right? Dude, this goes way back. Way back. Remember when Arteta was beefing with Ozil and he kicked him out the squad? Yeah. And he was persisting with these formations, right? Yeah. This defensive crap, 5 at the back, all that nonsense. He was persisting. And then eventually injuries happened and he was forced to use Emil Smith Rowe.
Yeah.
Just like that, things clicked in together for like 10 games straight.
Yeah. So was Ozil's beef, was it Palestine, Turkey, what? No?
Something like that.
It was what? Shout out Palestine. Because of Palestine, we got Mazraoui for 12 million. But that's just because the Liga treated free Palestine.
You're stupid. So that was the first example for me. I'm like, okay, this manager is reactive. He was forced to put Smith Rowe on because literally nothing was working and things were just getting so bad and there was no one else. And then he stumbled upon it, right?
Yeah.
Same thing happened with Miles Lewis-Kelly. The lad only got a chance because everyone else was injured. Yeah. Right? So Arteta didn't discover this gem of a player. No. He was forced to make the change and he made it happen. And it clicked. That's how he is with almost everything. Right? Even Havertz up front, he was forced. Jesus got injured, there was no one else. Because you sold Nketiah. So therefore you have to play him up front. Yeah. You understand? Likewise with Marino. You didn't know that he can play up top. You were forced to make the change and you put him on top. So he's stumbling upon these things and getting lucky. And it's only a matter of time until the rug lands out.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm like, nah, he ain't it. Sorry. He better win this Champions League. That's all I'm saying. Right? You've thrown away the Carabao Cup ever since you've been here. Since winning the FA Cup, I think you've won 3 fixtures since. Embarrassing. Europa League, you put Smith Rowe first 9 against Olympiacos and you got knocked out by Sporting. Embarrassing. Champions League, you lost to the worst Bayern Munich team that we've ever seen in a very long time. You better win it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, we'll come back to the Champions League thing, but unlucky. Next year we go again.
Netflix FC, of course. Round and round we go. And he's not going anywhere. That's the sad part. He just signed a new contract, so we know he's not going anywhere. And watch, the fans are going to blame Berta before they blame him. Watch. Watch.
I hope-
When you don't get signings,
Yeah.
it's Berta's fault. It's Berta's fault.
Yeah.
Like Arteta didn't spend 750 million on crap.
Nah, but at this
Okay,
stage,
please.
Berta's a good sporting director. So, like, you must just blame Arteta. If he's got a good track record, Berta. So if he comes here and there's
Dude,
Nyols, then we know
I
where
watched
the problem is.
I watched the podcast where someone was saying, because they asked this guy, they were like, okay, at what point do you draw the line with Arteta? And he said something along the lines of, look, if the transfer season, market now in the summer, doesn't go the way it's supposed to, then I think Bert has to take some responsibility. And they were like, whoa, chief. No. Stop right there. So you're going to give Arteta a pass straight away?
Yeah.
Guys, come on. No.
Wait, I think in fairness, maybe Arteta has taken Arsenal as far as he can.
He has.
Probably that was his last season, not even this season. This season was just confirming the fact that he has taken them as far as he can. So it can either go pear-shaped, because this season, let's be honest, they were not really in competition for the Premier League.
0 days on top.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens in the Champions League. But for me, I think from last season, it was clear. He has taken them as far as he can.
Yeah.
Now probably somebody else has to take them over the finishing line.
Yeah. And it's good, man. You can give him the flowers. I mean, he did turn you guys.
Yeah.
He give him the flowers for what he's done. Yeah. But he needs to go now.
Get out. It's enough now.
Yeah.
May, April. Not even the end of April. It's done.
Yeah. Swelled.
Guys, come on.
Yeah.
No, we can't. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyways, let's head on over to Old Trafford. James.
Dude.
I think since what's happened since last time we've been here, out of the FA Cup, but that feels like a lifetime ago. League patchy league
embarrassment in the league.
patchy league form. Unbeaten in Europe, but we'll get to Europe.
Shameless.
These
United fans are shameless.
What's your take on guaranteed safety now? We're here for another year.
Listen to this.
If you remember, we were saying on Operation 40 points. Let's get to safety. Let's reset. Kadasama have a preseason, and then now we'll start looking at the manager now. So safety is guaranteed now, with games to spare. What do you make of it? Like, let's just focus on the league. What do you make of it? Domestic season,
dude. There's not much to talk about. Probably I've mentioned my piece the last time. The league was done for us quite a long time ago. When it was clear we wouldn't make the top half, the league is done. We must just focus on Europa. Operation 40 points. For me, it was that thing of the league. Ruben, just get your system sorted. Find out who's who, how it's going to work for next season, because we've got nothing to play for, literally, except for the Europa League.
Just on that system thing, I'm starting to see the system. I'm starting to see it. It's coming together.
15 games and finishing 14th later. Wow.
Yeah, that's fine. It is what it is. But you can see that these guys are starting to get it now. We definitely obviously lack quality for execution, but you can see that these guys are starting. You can start seeing shades of Ruben Ball. Yeah.
So 100%.
Yeah. So we'll see.
No, go for it.
Yeah, we're planning on playing the kids now for Brentford. So we'll see how that goes. Keep the guys rested. So the rest of the season, who cares about the league games now? There's only one thing that matters. I suppose for all of us here, only one thing that matters: European competition. And with that,
and what shocks me. What shocks me is how does Lindelof come back, and it's the shock thing of these guys managed to find their way back and for some reason give us a solid performance.
Yeah.
And then you just start to think that, maybe this guy might have to stay, but you know what? They have to go.
Yeah.
Luke Shaw as well came back, gave a solid performance, and you're like, maybe he found his new role as well. And Casemiro is sort of reborn again, and you're like, maybe he can stay.
You see, I heard someone saying that it's good that Abraham came in now instead of like getting rude until the rest of the season and him coming in the summer. Because the thing is, at least now he's been able to see these guys that now we know they're criminals before the window opens. We know who the criminals are. We know who to get out. Whereas if he had come in the summer, you know, he might, let me try and work with these guys. Let me see them for myself. Now we know, clear these guys out. Now we need changes and we can go for it. So it's chilled. It's chilled. I'm happy. Provided we have a good window, I'm happy with the way things have played out. But now to Europe. Mr.
What
Ghana,
pisses me off about United and Amorim, if I might add, is that in the league he's been an abject failure. And the only reason he's in the job is because you guys are guaranteed a final. So he's somehow scammed his way to a European final, but he's been poor in the league. And it's just annoying and upsetting because I'm like, why can't you just mess up in Europe as well so we can just banter you properly? Now here we are, you're possibly in the final and I'm not.
It's a physicality thing. I think like the thing is, the board knew, everybody knew that there's drastic style change that was going to be required with this new guy. That's why they were umming and ahhing about bringing him in the first place. And then on top of that, January comes. They didn't really back him. I know a lot of people complaining. Oh yeah, but you let go of. They're like, when Ruben, you let go of Rashford, you let go of Anthony, you let go of Sancho, and now you didn't replace them. You don't have attackers and blah 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 blah. Fans get fanatical. I know what these board guys said is that, my guy, let's get these guys off of the book. There's the saving that we are making in terms of wages, but also we are protecting their value as much as possible because they're not playing here, and we want to get rid of them. Let's raise their value. You look at Rashford's loan. Rashford's loan was good. At least now Rashford's value. No, I think it was good. I think if a team was looking at him but they weren't sure, after having seen him at Villa, they'll be like, okay, cool, maybe we can work with this guy.
He's tapering off already.
No, well, he's been injured, but I mean, he's got 10 GA, I suppose, since January. So that's more than Kvaratskhelia at PSG. So they'll be like, okay, cool, there's still something we can work with there. And then Anthony's stock has definitely gone up. He's the GOAT of La Liga. So when it comes to selling him, we can we can put him out in the shop window now. Atletico Madrid is linked with him. Obviously, Sociedad want to keep him. They're just poor, but like we'll see how
Betis, you mean?
Betis, sorry, Betis, Sancho, he's so I don't know. I'm worried that Chelsea's gonna pay that 5 million to send him back.
On that, because someone mentioned that and I couldn't believe my ears. So there's a clause in there where if Chelsea want to give him back to you, if they don't want to buy him, they pay a 5 million fine.
Yeah. So
he's coming back, guys.
Yeah.
So he's coming back.
It was a thing. It was like a conditional obligation kind of thing. They're like, if Chelsea finishes in the top 14, then they're obligated to buy him for that 25 mil or whatever they agreed with.
What a ridiculous clause.
Yeah, exactly. And well, Chelsea was. I mean, they finished. Yeah, they ended up in the top 10 in the end. But anyways, top 14, you think it's guaranteed. It's all gonna work out. You know, he's in London. He's with mates and stuff. You're thinking he'll put performances in. He'll be comfortable. He's with other young guys and blah blah blah. Hey, then he starts with his nulls. Now we're not sure. So now the 5 million thing is a penalty to renege on the clause. So we'll see how.
So he's coming back to United then.
Yeah, but here's the thing: from an FFP point of view, it might actually be cheaper for Chelsea to buy him rather than pay the fee. Because if you buy him, you amortize the transfer fee, whereas that 5 million payment goes directly in this year. You can't amortize that. So
what? Are they going to pay 25 million and give him one of those death row contracts?
That's how they operate. Minimum 7 years. you know how they do. 7 to 10 years. So it depends, and they're already on shaky ground with their finances because I get it. They sold the women's team to themselves for 200 million or something and added it to the book. Yeah, they did it. Chelsea sold the women's team to the ownership, something like to the ownership or something like that. But they bought it from themselves, and then they wanted to put it on the books. And then UEFA, it seemed like the Premier League was allowing it. UEFA came and they were like, "Hey, Chief, this is tomfoolery. This is not gonna fly." The Premier League, I think, is still yet to decide what their final action is. So they might be in some FFP or PSR hot water. We'll see how that goes.
How old is Sancho?
Should be 20, 25, 26?
24, 25, yeah.
Okay, because
24, 25, I think.
Okay.
Because a 5-year contract is no difference on the books than paying the 5 million fee. So it has to be a 6-year contract or longer for them to have any benefit whatsoever.
Yeah, but I don't think Chelsea have done 5-year contracts in a long time. Other than that first year of Todd Bowley, ever since they started with Death Row, they've never done 5 years.
So you're going to give Sancho an 8-year contract, knowing that it expires when he's in his early 30s.
Yeah. Sure.
Chelsea Marcao, guys.
Yeah, but those guys. The thing is, their strategy will only work if everybody's an absolute hit. But if they flop, they must flop. Maybe Chelsea must say, okay, we don't use surplus to our requirements, but they must still be a good player. But if somebody comes in and they flop badly, now you're stuck with this guy on a major contract, and you can't get rid. Yeah,
I want to see what they're gonna do with Mudryk. Mudryk will be a good example. I want to see what they will do with him.
Yeah. He's a ban, right? So I think once the ban is lifted, it'll probably be get back in training, get fit again. Let's see how you're performing.
But they're also getting all these Sanchos and all these guys because also Mudryk was not performing the way they were expecting to.
And neither are all these other guys. It's almost like a much of a muchness, right? Sancho's barely playing. So even if Mudryk was in the team, what's the difference exactly?
And that much. Guy's coming back. Milan is sending that guy back. What's his Felix? Yeah. So he's coming back as well. He's got that guy. Sterling's coming back. These guys.
Nkunku is another one.
Nkunku's still there. It's a mess. It's a mess there by Stamford Bridge.
Where's to learn Leicester? Hey.
Did you see that thing? Yeah. Where are they? Those guys.
Where are they? They must come account, Pen.
Yeah.
They must come account for this nonsense. What's going on, guys? 400 attacking players. What's going to happen?
I was checking a thing. I didn't see it properly, but on the overlap, Ruud Gullit was there, and Todd Bowley was asking him. Apparently, he was at Stamford Bridge or whatever, and Todd Bowley was like, "Hey, so what do you do here, Chelsea?" And he was explaining to him that used to be like a former player and coach and blah blah. That he did not. Todd Bowley had zero idea.
What?
Zero idea. Oh, when were you here? And blah blah blah. And he was just saying that guys, how can you have a structure that doesn't even know the DNA of the club? They don't know the fiber of.
That is shocking.
That's like an Arsenal shareholder owner not knowing who Thierry Henry is or Arsene Wenger. Like, what?
Yeah.
But couldn't be surprised. American ownership. We see these trends.
Yeah.
Especially at United.
Yeah, no. Yeah. United, we've seen it all. When we say we've seen it all, it goes further than the football pitch. We've seen it all.
You guys are traumatized, Shem. By the Glazers, they've traumatized you guys for decades now. Trauma.
Yeah. I see Ineos is trying to sell Nice. Obviously they'll only get so much for it, but them trying to sell Nice tells me, I suppose, that they're gonna try push on a bit more with United, maybe get some more ownership or whatever the case is.
Or some investor just wants their money back.
I suppose. But that is what it is. But anyways, let's get back to the season. Let's get back to Europe. You were saying, Arteta's only chance is to win this Champions League.
He better win. It's as simple as that. He better win.
You guys are lucky. PSG should have had 3-4. Those guys, yo, there was that. There was
Barcola, Mr. Sitter.
Barcola,
The post was hit at
Gonzalo
some point.
Ramos.
Yeah,
Gonzalo Ramos, I
as
think,
well.
had 2 sitters as well.
Yep.
Yeah. No. I think
Look,
you guys.
to be fair,
And the Kvaratskhelia penalty that was supposed to be a
that
penalty.
was a penalty. That was a
'Cause
penalty.
yeah.
I don't know how that wasn't a penalty.
Yeah.
So, look, in my mind, the score should have been 4-2. We should have put our 2 chances
Yeah, no,
away.
yeah,
They should have
yes,
at least put another 3 or 4 away. So
Yeah.
4-2 was the correct scoreline. So I think
Yeah.
a 2-goal advantage is what they should have had. But hey,
Yeah,
they missed their chances. We missed ours. So it's 1-0.
Yeah.
We're still in the game.
Yeah.
The thing is, I don't see us going there and scoring without them scoring.
Yeah. No, 100%.
I don't see it happening, right?
Yeah.
Because they carved us open and they battered us for like half an hour. They absolutely battered us. We couldn't get out. We couldn't do anything. We couldn't lay us out. Nothing.
Can we just give Luis Enrique appreciation? PSG, brother. The ball that they're playing.
They play.
Quality.
They play football. Guys.
Quality.
Sure. That midfield is like 0 physicality, 100% tech. 100%.
João Neves.
Whew.
Fabio Ruiz.
Whew.
Beautiful.
Yo.
Guys, we went to Porto and we took Fabio Vieira off of them for 35 million.
Yeah.
For an extra 5, we could have had Vitinha. That's what I'm saying.
Sure.
That lad, oh my goodness.
The way they move the ball around, bruh, it's like it's got shades of like prime Barca. The way they move the ball around, bruh.
Yes.
Yeah, no. So yeah, we'll see. No, I agree with your analysis. Yeah, no, definitely they should have had 4. You guys had two clear-cut chances.
Yep.
But with that pen, if that was a pen, that would have been a red card for Timber as well. Because yeah, so like the same thing. That basically it's similar to what happened with the United thing.
How Timber left the pitch without getting booked at least twice, in of itself is a robbery, because the guy fouled the crap out of Kvaratskhelia. He fouled him.
Yeah,
you understand? Yellow card offenses every single time. Just keep chopping him, and he got nothing.
Yeah. So we'll see. Look, I think going away to Paris, I think you guys are good away. So I don't even know how much of, and it feels silly to say this, I don't know how much of an advantage. It just feels like it's a neutral game. The game will go the way the game goes. I don't know that the home crowd will do anything, will have any significant impact.
So,
I don't know.
Here's the thing. We can do what we did this week and let PSG play and say, you can have the ball. You can let us. The problem with that is they can easily say, okay, I've got 3 midfielders that can dictate a game and run it at our own pace. We'll just keep running it until you come get the ball from us, because they have the advantage.
Yeah.
Yes, there's only 1 goal, but we can't go there and just defend.
Yeah. I think we know that Arsenal's gonna go there and like high intensity. We know that. And they're gonna be because one of the things was that pressing, it felt like PSG's pressing was even more than yours at the beginning of the game. They were pressing more intensely, more whatever. They tapered off, I suppose, as the game went on. But I think you guys play Premier League. You're used to the tempo. PSG is not used to the tempo as much. I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna go fly out the gates, go for it and whatever.
Which is fine, Chief.
Yeah.
The difference is we're playing against the Vitinha, Fabio Ruiz, and João Neves. They can pass us off the park if they want to.
Yeah.
That's the difference. They can pass us off the park. So it's not clear to me. You see, the thing is, Madrid, I know everyone's still excited that we beat Madrid. Let's all agree that Madrid squad is not a team.
Yeah, Madrid
this whole season, and this whole season they've been meh.
Yeah, this whole season.
You understand? So to beat that Madrid, fine, we beat them. It's Madrid at the end of the day. That should sort of tell you, okay, cool, let's go.
Yeah.
But Enrique schooled us. That was a harsh tactical lesson. That was a footballing lesson, Chief. You understand? Completely dominated.
Yeah.
Yes, we had a couple of chances, but we were dominated. There was a time where like PSG had like 70% of the ball at the Emirates. That was a footballing lesson. You understand? So I don't see us pressing them off the park at Paris. No. Yeah. They've got the take for it. You can come out with intensity. The problem is if that intensity doesn't yield any dividends in the first 10 to 15 minutes, we're gone.
I just want to see, bro, if Dembele, they're saying that he's got a hamstring injury, but it's minor. They're saying that it looks optimistic that he'll make it, because that's the thing, man. Like, yeah, they do, and Bakola's a good runner as well, and it was just that final third, man. If they were a little bit more clinical, but is the thing, man. Like, if they dare beat your press, if they dare, it's a wrap, bro.
It's a wrap. Exactly. It's a wrap. So, yeah.
Football is a game of margins, because just think about it. That game, Dembele chance very early on, it really changes the tone of the match. Yeah. So maybe in the second leg, if Arsenal maybe might do the opposite of having an early chance, putting it away, it's a different game. It's literally margins.
Who's creating the chance and who's scoring it? Quickly.
Well, we're going to hope if Saka has BMT, or if Martinelli or Trossard for some reason has BMT on this game. But I think Rice...
Who's passing in the ball? Who's passing in the ball for that chance?
Well, Partey's coming back. Partey's coming back, most.
He's a six.
So, yeah. So Rice will be further up. Then that'll help you guys progress the ball, I think, a little bit more.
Yeah, but remember, the same midfield trio got dog walked by B-rated Bayern Munich last season, who were nowhere near their best as well. So yes, does having Thomas Partey help in that we get a little bit more control in the game? Yes. Does that mean that we get 60-70% possession? I don't think so.
We don't get possession. Just one moment or two. That's
fine. That's fine. We can have a moment or two. All I'm saying is who's creating that opportunity and who's scoring it. I'm confident that Saka can put it away. Trossard, touch and go. He can. He cannot. I don't know. Martinelli, maybe. Odegaard, let's just forget about him. Or I don't know. Maybe he'll wake up and do something and shock us all. But I'm not counting on him to do anything. So basically, you're saying that your 8 in Rice, who's not that creative, or your 6 must be the one creating the chance for us to hit them early.
Hey, Rice can make a run, lay it off to Saka, and Saka does the match. That's all you need.
And I'm assuming PSG is going to stand there and watch them, right?
Rice, he's got that thing where he randomly glides through and he can just lay it off, and Saka does the rest.
Yeah.
Just that one.
And Hakimi can only have a better game. He can only go up. He had a bit of a bad game the last one now. So
Nuno Mendes locked Mohamed Salah.
Yeah, Mendes,
so you said he's a quality left back. So
true.
Yeah, Nuno Mendes single-handedly ended Mohamed Salah's Ballon d'Or run. Like he shut it down one man. Yeah. Nah, we'll see. We'll see. I think it's gonna be an exciting game. It's gonna be.
I think the thing that irritates me is I stand to be in a position where my league campaign in all competitions is done by Wednesday, and I'm watching Spurs go to a final with you guys.
That's quite having to choose between Spurs and United to win the trophy.
And now imagine Spurs actually beat you guys again, and now Spurs is a European trophy, and Arsenal has nothing.
That would be funny, but don't worry, that won't happen.
But even if United, what do you mean that won't happen? That might happen. Anyway, even if United, imagine you guys with the season that you've had, you nick a European trophy.
If any club is going to do that, it's United. If any club is going to do that, it's United. It's written in the stars. It's written in the stars. That is the most United thing post Fergie to happen. Have a dog shit season, win the Europa League, Champions League football.
So now here we are, 3 seasons. We did a 3-peat second with absolutely 0 silverware. And United, who are somewhere deep down in the gutter, like somewhere down there, still have three trophies, and possibly like a European one, which is actually a big trophy.
And that final could be what unlocks an Osimhen, because it unlocks funds. It unlocks
exactly.
It unlocks another 100 million.
You see what I'm saying?
Changes the outlook of our summer completely.
And then what? We're supposed to go 4-peat second place. No, we're going to fall off at some point. City's going to come back.
Yeah.
Liverpool's going to strengthen. United could rise again. Chelsea could get their act together. Like, there's too many things out of our control for us not to take advantage of the 3 opportunities that we've had. Liverpool had no right to overtake us and win the league the way they did. We stuffed up. We stuffed that up. Royally big time. And right now, the only thing our season hangs on is you better win the Champions League. Otherwise, 6 years now, no silverware. And what? You want 250 more million to spend? Now you want to spend $1 billion. You're going to be like Chelsea now.
Yeah.
Well, guys.
City's played a game more, nah? But they're 3 points behind you guys.
You see what I'm saying?
Like, that feels so wild because City was so far away. Is there a chance that they could pip you to second? Even
What did I say about Forest? What did I say about Forest falling off?
Yeah. They did fall off. They can still hope for CL football, but I don't think
Europa likely.
They must go for Europa. Yeah. Yeah, but CL is 5 positions now, so depending on what happens with Chelsea's playing Liverpool this weekend.
So they're losing.
But Palace, the thing is going to Selhurst Park.
Who's going to Palace?
Forest is going to Palace, and Palace
could win.
Yeah, but Palace could also definitely win.
Mateta, guys.
Palace is on fire now.
Mateta. Jan-Philippe Mateta.
Then the FA Cup final, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, playing City in the final, yeah.
Yeah, they battered Aston Villa. Battered.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's a penalty.
Yeah. So we'll see. But I mean, just in general, do you think you guys will get past PSG?
I have doubts. It's not impossible. I have doubts. You see, they're a smaller team than Madrid in terms of stature, but they're more of a team than Madrid.
They don't
have as many superstars, but they're a better footballing unit than Madrid. They've got options on the bench, they've got depth, and they have a quality manager. And history has taught me that when Arteta, the pressure's on and he's up against quality managers that are actually well-oiled, or their teams are well-oiled and drilled, he doesn't do as well.
Yeah. It depends on which PSG comes up, because you look at them, I mean, they almost capitulated against Aston Villa.
Against another quality manager.
Yeah. That barrage, I think they just never saw it coming. So hopefully they took that as a lesson and they'll approach this,
which they did,
this one seriously, and they'll
But here's the thing, right? How was Aston Villa able to make the barrage happen? By having attacking options on the bench. Yeah. Emery has a plethora of attacking options, guys. He has he can't play all his attacking options at the same time. He has an abundance of attacking talent.
I feel like he killed the game though when he started changing his attacking lineup.
Yeah. Rashford was killed, then he took him off.
Yeah.
But that's the point, right? Whereas with me, Odegaard was having a stinker and we did nothing until the 90th minute. Why? The manager doesn't trust anyone else to do anything.
Yeah, that's a problem.
So if we go there, for example, and concede early, what's Arteta going to do? Go for it. No chance. I'll be shocked if he goes.
You have to. You have to. I mean, you're going home.
We know this, Tish. I know that he has to. You understand? Like, dude, the thing for me is there's so many things you could have done, right? So many things you could have done. First of all, let's just clear this. Merino is a crap midfielder. He's rubbish. He's looking like a waste of 40 million now. He's rubbish midfielder. I don't understand what we're thinking, right? Yeah. So the only place he's been effective in this entire season is up top. Keep him there. Number one. Yeah. Number two, if you're in control of the game, have Trossard on the left. If you want a runner, put Martinelli on the left, put Trossard on the bench.
Yeah.
And then in midfield, put Zinchenko there.
Yeah.
You've got options, Chief. Put Lewis Miles Kelly there. Put him there as an 8. And play Zinchenko at left back or Tierney at left back. You have options. There's things you can do to your midfield to have control and at least have people that play the ball forward.
Yeah.
You understand? Odegaard is thinking it out. Put Nwaneri there. Yeah. And say to him, Chief, make it happen.
Yeah.
Dribble, do whatever it is that you need to do, make it happen. But no, he won't do that. He doesn't have the balls for that. He wants to control the game and keep it safe and only look for the opening when it's necessary. No, Chief. No, you need to get us back into this tie. You can technically get your way into it, but if that doesn't work, you need to have the balls to say, you know what, kitchen sink, let's go. Pull a Fergie. 4 strikers on at the same time, spam crosses in, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
And someone will get a tap in somewhere somehow. But no, we can't even do that. And where we can do it in small little phases, our team doesn't do it.
Well, for my entertainment, I hope PSG do the Lord's work. And then if they do that, then I'll even it's an uphill task, but I'll even support them in the final if they do the Lord's work. But it's tough, eh? That Inter strong.
Sure.
I was disappointed in their
Yamal.
defense though, because old school Inter would have they would from 2-0 up.
Chief, Lamine Yamal. That's the difference.
Yeah.
17-year-old. Not just give him time, he's a young kid, let's wait. All the crap excuses you come up for the likes of Hoyland and all these other rubbish players. No. 17-year-old Felix, hey, give me the ball. We're winning this.
Yeah.
We're not losing. No ways.
Yeah.
And he dragged them back into the game as a kid.
It's actually quite wild that he's 17 and he's played 100 games for Barcelona. That's wild.
Generational.
Yeah.
The generation.
Yeah. They mustn't kill him like, he's going to get to like 28, 29, injury issues, have to retire early. I hope that doesn't happen with him.
Look, if it does, he'll probably have a full trophy cabinet and lots of medals. If that's the case, then I wouldn't be too opposed to it. I mean, like, look at Rooney. Yes, Rooney retired early compared to his peers, whatever the case may be. But the guy had so many trophies. Like, jeepers.
Yeah.
He had won everything. Everything there is to win except the World Cup, he had won.
Yeah. No,
what more do you want as a footballer?
That's true. Yeah. We'll see. Who do you guys think is going through there between Barca and Inter?
Well, it's a final, that one.
Yeah.
I'm slightly disappointed that they're meeting each other now. I would have wanted to see an Inter-Barcelona final.
Yeah, that would have
been bloody entertaining because that was a Champions League tie. That was, we're going each other pound for pound. Let's go.
Yeah.
That was a nice match to watch.
Yeah.
The PSG Arsenal one, we just got schooled.
Yeah.
Wasn't that insane? We just got dog walked. So I think that's tough, man, because Inter can defend very well, but we saw how if Yamal is up for it, the defense means nothing.
And that guy can unlock anything.
He can unlock anything. You know what I'm saying?
He's got the master key, that guy.
Exactly. And a part of me is thinking, look, Inter scored 2 world-class goals from a defender.
Yeah.
He's not doing that again.
Dumfries, no, that's true.
Dumfries is not doing that again, back-to-back in 2 fixtures.
But I wonder, Lautaro came off in that game, nah? I wonder if he's fit, because he might have something to say about the tie.
But
yeah, we'll see. I think. I mean, and it's at the San Siro. I think Inter are slight favorites
because they're home with.
Because they're home and they're Inter. They can thug a 1-0 score. They could score in the first minute and defend that lead for all their lives.
Yeah,
they've got the facilities for that at least. But I think Barcelona go through. I think Inter. I wouldn't be surprised if Inter go through. I wouldn't begrudge them. I think Inter can win this whole thing. I think Barcelona's going to go through.
Barca winning it for me will be a testament that all these myths about young players can't do it, bust. All these myths about you need time, bust. All these myths and all the things that people use as excuses to give the likes of Arteta and other managers, it'll all go bust because he doesn't have Lewandowski, he doesn't have his first choice DM, and the backup to that first choice DM, he doesn't have neither.
Yeah.
And he's still playing football.
Yeah, will actually be quite crazy. First season comeback, La Liga, Champions League.
They're on for a 4-peat.
Copa geez.
Quadruple. They're on for a quadruple.
Sure.
All they won 2 trophies already. I think they beat Madrid in 2 finals.
Okay.
They're top of the league. Super the something.
Super. Basically the League Cup. Basically,
they won. They beat Madrid in that final. They embarrassed them. Embarrassment. Yeah. They beat them now recently in another final. They're top of the league, and then in the Champions League semi-final. They could do 4.
Yeah. Jeez.
I want that to happen so that people can stop coming up with excuses for the likes of our managers who've been here for 5, 6, 7 years, and they're still getting excuses because they need their players. They need that. Do that.
But I mean, they had a good core though. Barcelona, it's young guys, yes, but they had a
name their players.
It's not like
Name their players.
They've got
Lamal, Rafinha,
Pedri,
yeah,
Gavi, Rafinha, Lamal, Lewandowski, Kubarsi, who's
He's 18, by the way.
Yeah, no, he is. Who's that defender of this, man? The French guy, Jules Koundé. Who's in? Is it Ter Stegen? No, Ter Stegen and Ter Stegen got injured. And who was your last guy? Who was your guy? Your old keeper? Chesney. Yes, Chesney. I'm missing 3 players.
Yeah, you've named 2 parts of their spine, by the way. You haven't named the other defender, and you haven't named the other 2 midfielders.
Yeah.
And I know why you can't, because they're injured and there's kids in there. They're playing kids there.
Yeah, no.
You see what I'm saying?
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Whoever they see. Oh, they've got Danny Olmo as well.
He's also been injured a couple of times.
Balde.
Injured?
Conceição.
I think he's injured as well.
Ronaldo Araujo. Man, these guys have a team, man. They've got a team. Yeah, injuries, but they've got a solid team. But I mean,
what I'm saying is, no one's making excuses for Barca and injuries.
Yeah, no, for sure. They're just getting on with it.
That's it, and that's what you're supposed to do as a manager. Get on with it.
Yeah.
Even Amorim, as much as you guys have had Ahmad out and all these injuries, could be out, whatever, you're about to be in the European final. That's what you expect from a manager. Get out.
Actually, let's just segue to the Europa League there to close that first. In fact, let's start with the Spurs one. Spurs 3, Bodo Glimt 1. It feels like that goal that Spurs gave up at the end might
sloppy.
It feels like it might do something. They're going away to Bodo Glimt. They've got an artificial pitch. We'll see if that artificial pitch has anything to do with anything. I mean, they beat Lazio there.
Yeah, but I mean, Lazio. Who plays in Lazio now? To be fair,
but right? Lazio were one of the favorites to over Lazio and Bilbao were the favorites to win the thingy, the Europa League.
Yeah, fair enough. And they bombed out. And if you actually look at the quality of their squad, they're not that amazing now, are they?
Yeah, geez,
you can be favorites on paper as much as you want. The question for me is, how are you performing this season that tells me that you're light years clear of everybody? And the Europa League is one of those things where silly teams like Bodo Glimt, I mean, no one saw Bodo Glimt get into a semi-final, ever. Yeah. By anyone's wildest imaginations, but it's possible. Because it's not teams that you play regularly or teams that you have lots of data and information on, so they can surprise you.
Yeah.
But that being said, Bodo Glimt plays similar to Spurs, high line. You don't play against Spurs with a high line, they'll punish you. They will punish you.
Yeah, depending on the mood they're in.
Of course, yeah. But if you do Highline FC against Spurs,
and the quality, just the sheer quality will just shine through.
Exactly.
I see Lazio 7th in Serie A, but the reason they were favorites, I think they had won all of their group stage games or something like that.
So did Liverpool.
Yeah,
they crashed out, didn't they?
Yeah. But Liverpool topped the group, but I don't think they won all their games.
I think they unbeaten, at least. They were unbeaten.
Yeah, unbeaten. Yeah. There were a few draws there.
Yeah, but they were favorites as well because of their form.
Yeah. No, they just the mighty PSG did the Lord's work.
Yeah,
and we trusted them again. We'll see. So I mean, we're expecting Spurs to make it through that one, right?
They will.
Yeah.
If they don't listen,
I think there'll maybe be a little bit of drama or whatever because it's Spurs, but I think they'll make it through to the final.
If all it takes is one goal and that tie's dead.
Yeah.
Dead. But if Bodo scores first, it's awkward.
Yeah. Now, to our game, bro. I've been hearing. I'm tired of hearing.
Bloody hell!
Yeah, no.
And another win. You people.
The best defense in the top 5 leagues. These guys don't concede goals. These guys are 4th in La Liga. They. You were saying. I think they've lost as many games. They were saying like they've lost as many games as Barcelona or something like that. These guys don't lose. The problem was that maybe they had a few draws that should have been wins, but they don't lose. You guys are gonna get it's in their stadium. The finals in their stadium. the Williams brothers, whatever, bruh. Like
Those brothers are average. I don't know what people rate the Williams brothers. Those guys are average.
I was actually laughing because this was all the stuff, and I mean, you don't see them often. I mean, we saw Nico Williams in the Euros, and he was doing his thing. He was proper. It was proper. But like I was laughing like because I was checking the stats now, and like for all this talk of the Williams brothers and this and that, I was checking. This season in terms of GA, Garnacho actually has one more GA than Nico Williams. The same Alejandro Garnacho
is overrated. Nico Williams is overrated. He's overrated. If you watch La Liga and you watch their games day in, day out, and if you watch their highlight reels, the guy barely features. He's not as good as what people say they are. When we were linked with him, I said, no, thank you.
Yeah.
He's a pace merchant. That's it.
Yeah. He's got 12 goals and 7 assists this season. And I was looking at it and I'm like, Alejandro Garnacho, this guy that we're crapping on every week. He's got 10 goals, 10 assists. So he's got one more GA than this Nico Williams fella. And I'm like, and we're cussing him out every week. Like,
you're cussing him out because he's brain dead. To be fair.
yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, so I was like, on that day, bro, you're not that for me. And that's why I said that thing to the group. I was checking it and I was checking their social media. I was like, these guys, they're too excited on social media. They're too excited. And I was like, no, this is a big game for them. This is the game of their lives for them. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, guy, bro, we've seen big European things, bro. I remember even now in our crap period, I remember seeing Rashford putting his hand on Mbappe's head at PSG, knocking them out at the Parc de Princess, and like whatever. I was like, and this was even crap United. I was thinking, I was like, even last season, actually, like Bayern Munich did not outplay us. In fact, we played. Onana killed us. But Bayern Munich did not have. I'm like, well, bro, in our banter era, if we could do this, what's a Bilbao? Then,
Bilbao was shocking.
There's that whole stupid. How can you tell the Red Devils welcome to hell, bro? This is a home time for us. What you talking about?
Bilbao was shit.
Yeah, no.
Bilbao were dog shit. I was so disappointed. Like I was rooting for them. I was like, guys, please, Cameroon needs to go.
Yeah.
How on the pressure? Do something. You guys score. Maguire does a man or something. I'm like, how are you letting a flipping 6'5" defender or however tall he is out dribble you?
Hey, bro, I shot him.
I can't even run. Like, what's going on here?
Dead.
You could have fouled him. You could have brought him down and just taken the yellow. You could have done something. No.
So many things happen in that sequence. So Maguire's Maradona vibes, and then the pinpoint cross, and then the vision from Ugarte as well to head it onto Casemiro. Like just like all these people that I didn't know could do all of this stuff, just combined for a beautiful goal. And then Iñaki, I mean, the first 20 we were under the coach, but I think the guys were just the occasion was chowing them. Yeah, the occasion was chowing them. I think the fans and the whatever, and then they settled into it. Iñaki Williams, bro, some of his runs were great, but I think as soon as he got to the final third and he saw Anana, he became the Iñaki Williams of AFCON of Ghana. I think he put on his Ghanaian shooting boots and he messed up quite a few chances and stuff. So no,
that's the Williams brothers for you though.
But 3-0. It should have been more actually. It should have been more. What do you like? But bro, we are criminals, bro. At Old Trafford, like it's over, but I can't say it with too much chest.
Nah,
like I think we need to.
It's over, bro. Unless if they give you guys the ball and say, "Come get us," then you guys might struggle. But if they have to come at you guys, bro. So Amarim can just say, "Guys, relax, hit them on the counter."
We were 2-0 up against. Was it 2-0 against Lyon and went down to 4-2? 4-2 down.
Yeah, but Lyon has power, man. They've got quality players. Ryan Cherky, whatever his name is, quality player. Like I said, still got it, clearly. Yeah. And Lyon has European pedigree. They have European heritage.
No, they're good and they're more physical as well than Bilbao. I think the one thing Bilbao has, for all their great defensive record, they haven't been a high-scoring team. So they're gonna have to do
Who
something.
would have figured? An attack with Williams brothers is not high scoring. Surprise!
And they
They're
lost
overrated, bro. They're overrated.
captain of theirs to injury as well. He was a key. He was a top scorer actually.
Who's the captain?
Who's injured. I don't know his name. But he was injured. He didn't play.
It's not Berenguer. They're 7. It's not him.
No, wait. Is it? No, it can't be DeMarcos then. He's not the captain. Who's injured?
But again, you could see in the game how Bilbao sets up. It's that thing of they set up traps and try to win the ball quickly and go forward quickly and try to score. Yeah. They're not gonna outplay you, outpass you, outmaneuver you, but they want to trap you, and I guess that's United's Achilles heel. Yeah. Most of the times we lose games is because we make silly mistakes from the back, or we lose the ball in midfield in transition. 2-3 passes.
Yeah, is that the top scorer? Is that Sunset or however you say his name?
Oh, yeah.
Sunset, he's got his top scorer with 17. And then so he's out. I think he's still out for the second leg as well. We've got Ahmad back, De Ligt is back as well. I think we'll
it's all right. You guys are in the final. Like as soon as I saw the score saying 3, I'm like, fuck it. We scammed them with their way to a final. Bloody hell. And if we get knocked out next week.
And here's the thing, right? Spurs in the final. Spurs have beaten us 3 times this season. One of them was a dodgy ref thing, I think. But fair enough. They beat us. They beat Ten Hag once. They beat Amarim twice. Kana Bayandia as well. That was the direct corner. I'm just remembering it now. Scoring directly from them. But anyways, like you were saying, it will be the most Spurs thing that they beat us 3 times, which ended up amounting to nothing.
And when it matters.
The one key time they'll lose. They don't have that mentality. Final pressure will chow them. Pressure will chow them. Pressure will chow them. I know at least our guys. I know they've been. I mean, City last season. City had beaten us twice that season. We get to the final. We know. Our guys will pitch up.
Even Newcastle, I remember that other time in the Premier League, struggled to beat them, and I think they beat us.
Yes.
Yeah, League Cup final 2-0.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Even in the final, bruh, Newcastle were outplaying us for it. Doesn't matter, bruh.
Yeah.
We're not here to play pretty. We're here to win. That's what
That's the difference, right? You guys have a captain that's clutch. He's not the best 10 there is, not the best midfielder. He spams passes left, right, and center, just looking for the champagne pass, whatever. But what he is clutch.
Yeah.
We need a goal. Fuck it. Boom. Top corner. Let's go.
All good. Yeah.
Clutch.
Yeah.
That's all you need. Clutch. That's what wins you trophies. Clutch.
So yeah, man.
Hey, dude, that guy is the first name on the team sheet. That's all I know.
Yeah. I'd love so much for us to be able to give him a Premier League, man, and I don't know if that's gonna happen. Like, even if it's maybe a case of like he's coming to the end of his thing, just give him a 1-2 year contract. We'll be better by then.
Chief. He's not gonna get Premier League.
We'll see.
We're not seeing anything. It's not happening.
I think after this summer and after a preseason, I think the gain is I'm not saying it will be challenging or anything like that, but I think the difference in our league position will be, I think, a lot more than people are expecting.
Which is fine, but he's still not getting a league, though. That's my point.
And then another summer window there. Now we're challenging.
And the rest of the teams are just going to sit by and watch you challenge.
No, they can do whatever they want. They want.
You're not leaving with a bunch of silverware without the league.
We'll see.
How old is he now? 30?
Could be 30,
30, yeah. I think he turned 30 this year. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. How many more seasons? 2? At his prime. Is he going to be until he's 34? Maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. You just give him that 1+1 contract just for my guy. You've been clutch. You don't even have to play all the games now, but you've been clutch. Just stick with us. We're on the good path. But yeah,
Another Carabao Cup or FA Cup, yes. They'll win the league.
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, in this game, I think United will win the game as well and win the tie. I think it'll be like a 2-1 United or something.
Yeah, as much as I would hate for that to happen, I think that probably is what's going to happen. United is probably going to beat Spurs in that final. I don't see. Spurs are Spursy, man.
I'm still harboring. I know Spurs is gonna go through, but I'm still harboring hopes of beating Bodo Glimt in the final. I'm still harboring those hopes. Imagine, bro. People hate watching a final, and it's like 15 minutes in, and we're like 2-3-0 up.
That would be so annoying. Like, I'll switch the TV off, Shem.
That's what I want.
I'll go to bed.
I was watching a compilation of all the guys who hate watching United, like Will Curtis and like that Indian guy or Pakistani guy or whoever, the Asian guy, the Liverpool guy, Hussain. That guy and all these guys, and all of them were like, "Yeah, guys, I think we're gonna lock the stream off. I think it's a wrap."
It was annoying, man. Like, so early in the game as well. It's like 3. And the thing is, I was watching the game with you guys, and I think I was maybe like a minute ahead of you.
Yeah,
because I saw the goal go in, I saw you guys not react. I was like, tie done, change the channel, and then you guys saw it and you celebrated. And I'm like, it's over. It's pointless watching. And then I'm like, let me go watch the Spurs game. I see 3 and I'm like, okay, tie done. Let me go watch Chelsea. Okay, tie done. The only thing left to watch is Betis and Fiorentina.
Yeah.
That's the only thing left to watch.
Scoring screamers there.
Hey?
Anthony scoring a scream against Fiorentina as well.
Yeah. Hey, I hope my goat gets the Conference League. Anything, bro. I don't want I want Sancho to lose so bad. So it's looking like it's gonna be Anthony versus Sancho. Or if Sancho, not, De Gea must have a blinder if it's Fiorentina.
Sancho in your team will do better than what he did under Ten Hag, in my opinion.
He will.
Much better. Like, levels clear.
He will, but now he's burnt his bridges. He can
did he?
He can go over the mood. But I don't want that guy in my squad.
Give us Cunha.
I don't
give
want...
us Cunha.
Yeah. Sorted. That's left hand sorted.
Yeah.
And I mean, Cunha is a formality now. I'm sure like it'll be done fairly soon.
Arsenal hijack.
He's coming.
He's coming. I think do you want to be like, because he knows you'll be a key player, and like, and I think some of the appeal is like, imagine being the player that dragged United out of the mud and brought them back to that level. There's a certain appeal. There's a certain appeal that comes with that as well.
Yeah, I think if I was a striker, I wouldn't come to Arsenal, honestly. As much as I'd want Enquiries and those like to come to our club, I wouldn't. What chances are we creating for strikers? We need a fourth line.
Just get a striker. Get Osimhen. I think probably that's
all. It'll be a waste. It'll be a waste. We're not going to play to his strength. It'll be a waste. For me, João Felix, we shouldn't have let him go to Chelsea. Him up top will be that missing piece that we need.
Play him. We are forced to play the number 9. Instead of this thing of we are working it nicely until somebody else can put it in.
Yeah. When last did you guys have like I suppose it's Aubameyang, your last striker strike, but like you guys don't. It feels like Arteta doesn't like out-and-out strikers.
No.
And like
no. Yeah. This guy took a golden boot winger and turned him into a left wing back.
Yeah.
And played, like I said, in the center for control and all this other crap. I'm like, guys, this guy knows where the net is. Put him through the middle, get the ball to him early, put it in the back of the net. It's as simple as that. Stop complicating things. This whole thing of hug the line, make a diagonal run, positional play, create the space, half spaces. Guys, can we just go back to 4-4-2?
Yeah.
Stop this crap, 4-4-2. Right? 2 strikers on the pitch, one drops deep, other one makes a run. If you're going to play with 1 striker, it's fine. Get him the ball early.
Yeah.
You understand? There's a reason why guys like Jean-Philippe Mateta are thriving at Palace. It's simple football. Is there space? Fine. Take advantage of it. Get the ball forward quickly.
Yeah.
Mateta, once you get the ball, dribble, put it in the back of the net. Simple.
Yeah. Would you take Mateta, James?
I'll take him at Arsenal.
I would. As long as it's not Jamie Vardy, I would.
Hating on Vardy.
Jamie
Good dog.
He can do a job, bro. Vardy can do a job, bro.
Vardy's a goal.
We're not saying that he must be the main striker signing.
As a backup.
That's done. As a backup.
Housery, the running around.
You get your Dilap or you get your Osimhen or whatever the case is, and then you just get Vardy just as a side hustle.
No. Can get Mateta and these other young guys we got, they'll do the backup. But no, guys, no.
Would you rather have Rasmus Højlund or Jamie Vardy
as your backup?
I'd rather have Højlund.
James, you're lying. James, you're lying. I can't. James, no.
He's almost 40. What are we gonna do with a 40-year-old?
Mr. Nova, no.
It's free.
No.
You give him a 1-year contract.
I would
1-year
even go
contract.
get Cavani back. I would even go get Cavani back. No, man.
1-year contract, you put him on 100K. In fact, it might even be less than 100K, but 100K.
For a year.
Bro.
Guys. No.
Yeah.
This man is sleeping on Vardy. He's sleeping on Vardy. He's sleeping on Vardy. Sleeping on Vardy. Doesn't matter. Vardy. You play.
A 38-year-old who's getting relegated. Nah, guys. Nah.
It's the team that got relegated. He can't carry the team by himself.
Yeah.
Nah.
How many great players have come from relegated teams? So many.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Nah, man. No.
Sleeping on Vardy. You're sleeping on Vardy, Chief.
Step backwards.
No, Chief, what we're saying is buy your prime number 9 that you want. That's a first choice. And to save money, get him on a 1-year deal.
Yeah.
Get rid of Rasmus. Get rid of Xerxes as well, even if you want to.
I still have faith in Højlund, Xerxes, and Obi. And I don't want to jeopardize their chance of minutes.
Obi has Højlund. Remember, Obi must be learning from a striker.
Someone. It can't be Højlund.
Learning
That's
from
the
someone.
primary number 9.
Who's the primary number 9 then he's going to learn from?
They must go sign one. Whether it's a...
Is he going to learn from Dilap? Is he learning from Dilap?
I'm not a person
guys, come on.
I do want Dilap personally.
Who do you want?
Personally, if we've got the funds, just go get Osimhen. Full stop.
How old is Osimhen?
What, 26, 7?
26, 7, somewhere.
So you want him learning off Osimhen and not Vardy?
I'll rather go for Osimhen than I know that we've got a number 9. Full stop.
But that's what I'm saying. Get a number 9, Vardy as a backup, Højlund out.
Backup can be Højlund, Xerxes, or Obi. Not a Vardy. I can't have a Vardy, guys. No.
Osimhen's wages will be problematic, though. I think,
exactly.
Yeah. We'll
then
see.
get Mateta. Premier League proven. Just get him and then have an Obi learning from him. Have a Xerxes or Højlund as the backup.
You can't have kids learning from kids, James.
That's how we got where we are.
Blind leading the blind. You can't. You need experience, Chief.
Need experience. You need a league-winning striker, bruh.
Mentality.
I mean,
off the ball.
Where's Mateta's Premier League title?
I mean, Liverpool doesn't have that number 9 experience, number 9.
But the top goal scorer is a right winger, so they don't have a
Salah. Yeah, we don't have a Salah.
They have a Salah. You best believe someone is going to come deputize under Salah. That's someone you learn from.
Yeah.
Now, imagine by your analogy, you let a kid learn of Nunes. What are they learning? What are they learning from Nunes? How to miss? What?
It's going to be the same thing. It's like saying Liverpool, you've got Nunes, then sign Vardy as the backup so that Nunes can lend.
No, but that's the thing as well.
Liverpool have Salah. They have Nunes. They can afford another youngster.
Yeah, and you need to look at the base of the squad as well. Like they've got a solid team. We don't have a solid 11.
Shambles.
We don't have a shambles. So like,
and then now that's the excuse to fetch 38-year-olds to school us.
Chief,
I can always say we're getting a striker. We say he's another guy.
You save money on buying a backup, and you can actually sell one of the strikers that are duds and actually raise funds off them. Because the problem right now is you can't buy a striker and sell Rasmus Højlund, and the only backup you have is Xerxes and a kid.
Yeah.
You're going to struggle.
Say we sign Osimhen. We sign Osimhen, right? We sell Rasmus, right? Osimhen, ACL.
Then what?
Then what?
Xerxes, the same one that you want gone. Ah, guys, come on.
Goals will come from somewhere else. From the left side, we've got Cunha. From the right, it can be an Ahmed or whoever we want to play on the right. But it doesn't centrally need to come from this number 9 as well. As long as goals are coming from different places.
Man sleeping.
Yeah.
Vardy for a year. I'll take it Arsenal. Ball over the top.
It was yeah, exactly. It was just with that, I think let's call it.
Let's call it.
Yeah. Been a good show, been good chatting. We'll definitely link. We'll definitely no, those guys. we intentionally barely even mentioned them. Like this is
we're still celebrating East, but here they are just wrapping up the league just like that.
This is like the most sauceless title celebration I've seen. Like nobody cares, bro. We're busy. We're busy with our lives. Yeah.
Busy celebrating Easter. The guys are winning league titles already. Exactly. At least May, Chiefs. Make it exciting.
Yeah.
Just boring crap.
So on the next week when we link up, we'll know what's happening in Europe. We'll be laughing, we'll be crying, we'll see what happens. But until
depending on the results, I might be off sick, guys. I'm just letting you know. Just letting you know.
You need to be here to account as well.
Yeah. No, we'll make sure those Chelsea boys are on next time as well.
No, they have to be on. They're running away. They must come account for the 40 billion spend.
Yeah, exactly.
On the rubbish squad.
Exactly.
They must come account.
Yeah. Anyways, cheers, guys. See you guys.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.